every single big villain needs a bankroll. They need someone behind the scenes quietly pulling the strings, funding the chaos. And that's where Milena Romanova comes in. And when I started digging into her lore, honestly, it kind of blew my mind. Because this isn't just some random who shows up for one mission. She is arguably one of the most dangerous women in the entire modern warfare universe. And nobody's talking about her. Now, for those who don't know, Milena is a financier for the Konni Group, and she is played by actress Tina Ivlov. If you've seen the horror movie Bound for Vengeance, she has this intense, chilling presence. She brings that exact same energy to Call of Duty. But let's talk about how she actually got her start. Because her origin story is brutal. So Milena married this super rich oligarch. He had close ties with Vladimir Makarov, which is basically like being in the mafia. Publicly, the story was that he died in a tragic accident. But if you listen to Laswell, she drops this absolutely cold line. She says he fell on a knife 9 times. Yep, Milena didn't just wait for him to die. She took matters into her own hands. She killed her own husband, inherited his entire fortune, and used that money to stay attached to Makarov. She was basically funding his cause from day one, and after Makarov got locked up after Verdansk, she didn't skip a beat. She kept Konni running like a well-oiled machine. Her biggest power move, though? The Vondel incident. June 2023. There is a chemical attack in the Netherlands, and 72 hours later, Milena just rolls in. She tasks Konni to secure the city, acting like some kind of peacekeeping force. But really, it was all a cover to get her hands on those chemical weapons. And we're not talking about just tear gas. Ivan, Ares, and Nolan stole some seriously nasty, highly concentrated stuff from Shadow Company. Milena then brokers a deal with the Las Almas cartel to smuggle this gas all over the world. We're talking Urzikstan. In Europe, she was literally planning to weaponize an entire region. But her biggest flex, getting Makarov out of prison. She essentially used Konni's funding to bribe the entire Zordaya prison complex. And when Makarov walks out of that gulag, who is there waiting for him like a proud partner in crime, Milena? She didn't just free him, she welcomed him home. But here is where it gets funny, and by funny, I mean terrifying. 2 days after Makarov breaks out, Task Force 141 gets a tip from General Shepard, yeah, that Shepard, and they raid her private island, Plutus Island. Soap and Ghost have her cornered, and they try the classic drain the bank accounts trick. They zero out 85 million from Makarov's account, and she doesn't even flinch. She's sitting there like, is that all? But then Ghost, being the absolute menace, he threatens to drain her personal account, and that finally breaks her. She gives up Makarov's location in St. Petersburg just to save her own cash.